What's up, guys? Thanks for clicking on this video and watching. If you haven't already and you enjoy watching these videos, go down there, click that subscribe, click that like button. It really helps us out, and I really would appreciate it. November is winding down. Today's the last day of November, but I've got an evening hunt scheduled for this evening and a morning hunt tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to some new spots that I found during gun season, so pretty pumped about that. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Well, I'm heading up now, going to a spot I found a couple weeks ago when I was walking through here rifle hunting. On this particular chunk of public, the river goes all the way kind of around the north boundary of it. In the interior of the piece of land, there's a bunch of fields and stuff. Those fields, I would imagine, probably got quite a bit of pressure during rifle season. So I found a river bottom stuff on the kind of the northeast portion of the property, and it was loaded with deer sign. I mean, heavy beat down trails. I found a massive bed in there. I'm gonna try to get over that, watch over that bedding area, because I'm sure there's bucks that are in there somewhere. That's the plan anyways. I'm heading up there now. There's a slight chance of rain here around 4 o'clock. Kind of a mild day. It's in the 50s, not a super windy day, so I don't know how good the deer action's gonna be, but had some free time, so I got to go back out and try this area. It looked really good. Well, it's about 3:45 and I'm finally settled in the tree. It's kind of a nightmare getting in here. There's a bunch of willows. I'm in a little creek bottom between two bedding areas. All these willows are either dead or they're leaning too hard. It was just, I had my stand up in one of them, but I stood in my stand and the thing was about to bend over. I followed a freaking huge trail all the way back in here. And off this trail, there's some trails that jet off of it into either side of this little ditch I'm in right here. And both these sides look like bedding areas. The side over here on my left shoulder is where I found a huge bed when I was rifle hunting. Anyways, I'm set up right on this trail system that goes through here. It feels right, but man, it was noisy getting in here and it's dead quiet, so I don't know. I might have spooked everything out of the county in here. You want to know what almost bring a grown man to tears about? Missing a Pope and Young and bigger type buck on public land at 20 yards. I cannot believe that happened. I just reviewed the footage. I didn't get the actual, like, exactly what happened. He walked right out of frame. But I either hit, like, I know I solidly hit a tree trunk, but there was a limb before that I did not see, and I think it clipped that, and that's what set it off. I mean, he was about 20 yards broadside. We had a stare off for, it seemed like forever. There was a little buck that came out behind me after I grunted, and he got to like 15 yards straight behind me. And as I'm looking at this little buck, I can hear another deer coming out of the other thicket, and I turn around and I see him right there. The little buck saw me move when I looked over at the bigger buck, and he kind of spooked and ran over towards the bigger buck. And he actually turned around at one point, was going away, and I grunted to him again. And then he finally committed. And I mean, walked right to me pretty much. I'm just absolutely snake bit right now here in Missouri. That was a great buck. I left that standing there. I think I'm going to hunt it tomorrow morning. I mean, I had encounter as soon as that, after I messed up on that, there was another buck that came in, and then there was another buck right at last light. I mean, 1 minute before legal, just bucks all over in that drainage, and they're coming out of that thicket behind me. I can't believe that freaking happened. I think I'm about to call it here. It's probably the best 18-hour stretch of hunting I've had. Saw 8 total bucks, 2 mature bucks. Out of all those bucks, the one that really messed up the most was the biggest one, and it almost costed him his life, but I messed up too, so he lives to fight another day. Obviously, what makes this spot so good is I'm in this little open valley, and on both sides of me is bedding thickets. Now, the does I've seen on this side, and the bucks have come out of this side. The wind is a little squirrely down here, though. Every one of those bucks have been grunted in, which is wild to me. It's November 30th, December 1st. This is almost like a, very similar to the pre-rut. Probably not near as intense, but I like it, obviously. I just wish I would have connected. I still can't believe that. I mean, an absolute public land stud is what he was. But it's just been my luck in Missouri this year, so